Back to normal, Smith. Whatever that is for you. Hello, Mason. Get over there and help Trap. Simpson, start on the folding and sorting. On the other hand, I think Smith should be doing the folding and sorting. And whatever else I tell you to do. Your cooperation is commendable, Smith. Righto, Simpson, get on the press.
You heard what she said?
Hello, B.
Didn't take you long to get back in here with us, did it?
Got caught.
You always will get caught, Donna. Junkies always do. Yeah, let me guess. You want to turn over a new leaf and you'd like a helping hand, is that it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to see the new leaf first, and then we'll think about the helping hand. And I'm busy.
You should have seen the freak's face. She was ropeable. Of course, things would have been different if Lizzie hadn't been so sick. We would have strung her up by her tits.
You left yourselves wide open, that's the trouble. So did me.
Donna, that's why she's not in a good mood this morning. The freak's really out to get her, you know. Never replied to my letter, B.
Well, I can see you're not going to give up until you've had your say, so what is it?
She said you never replied to my letter.
Well, it was about going straight, wasn't it? I didn't believe it, and I was right, wasn't I?
Hey, please. I really want to get off it. You don't know what it's like without any help.
What about the help the cops were giving you?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They gave you the arse because the minute you got out of here, you were screwing every bloke that had $10 in his pocket.
It's not the same. You need someone who's your friend to help you.
And what do you call what I did for you? Sitting up all night and holding your bloody hand. I should have known better.
Be unfair to you, but I really want to get off what I do.
All right. I'll tell you what I'll do for you. You give it up cold turkey, and I'll go to the governor and ask her permission to stay with you full-time in the infirmary.
You don't know what you're asking me to do.
If you change your mind, let me know.
Isn't there at least another 4 gross? You know, just a total write-off, really, like that.
Totally destructive.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, especially after we, you know,
Yes.
did with the other lot. Oh, Mr. Bradley, this is my secretary, Barbara Fields. How do you do?
Mr. Logan was just telling me that you need some lists of employees.
Yes, I've spoken to some of them this morning, but I'm really more interested in people who've left the company's employ in the last couple of years or so, particularly those who were fired.
Well, I'll do what I can, but it will mean going back through old taxation records held at Mr. Logan's accountant's.
Well, that'd be great. Excuse me. What is it?
Has anyone told Mrs. Harris yet about Fred? George?
Yes, they sent a policewoman over.
Yes, but have you spoken to her?
Well, I couldn't. I
Those
thought...
lists have become a bit more important, Mr. Logan.
Why's that?
Well, those drums contained a highly inflammable solvent. There are traces of it throughout the building.
How can you tell?
We've got to make some more tests, but that's the way it's shaping up. Whose job was it to lock the safe?
Well, Barbara and I both use it.
Was there any money in it last night?
Well, there was, as a matter of fact, best part of 10,000. Unless you got to the bank in time.
No, I was too late.
Was that an unusual amount to have on the premises?
Oh, not in the shoe business, no.
Would anyone know that you keep that sort of money in the safe?
I really don't know. Some employees might. I mean, anyone in the shoe business would. It wouldn't have to be one of our people.
We'll be able to pick up if there are any traces of money in the area of the safe. And I think you'll find it's missing.
Well, in other words, then, you think someone broke into the safe, stole the money, and burned down the building?
Yes, which makes Mr. Harris's death murder.
Hey, now, I want to talk to you.
I haven't seen nothing.
Shut up. I want a syringe and I want it now. You're going to get it for me. Do you understand?
I don't know where there's no syringes.
Don't lie to me or I'll break your bloody neck.
Fair dinkum.
I wouldn't know how to get hold of one of them. Oh, Donna, please. I've never done nothing to you. Let me go, please.
Don't muck me around, Mouse. I want that syringe.
What about me? What if she catches me?
She can get nicked.
I thought you were getting off it.
I am. As soon as I have this hit.
Well, what if I've got to pay somebody to get the syringe?
Got enough smack, I'll give you some.
I don't want that. I don't
don't care what you do with it. Pay for it and keep the money afterwards. I want that syringe and I want it now.
But why steal the money in the first place? Now, surely he would have lent it to you if you had explained the situation.
I didn't like to ask him. I was afraid that if I didn't get the money straight away, I'd miss out on the deal.
Now, what would have happened when Logan found it missing?
Well, he wouldn't have. I'd have replaced it with my own money.
Yeah, well, that's all history now, thanks to the fire.
I know. But what I want to talk about is what I should do next.
Well, sit tight. Let things take their course.
But Fred's been killed.
Oh, for God's sake, will you stop worrying? If you didn't start that fire, nobody can prove that you did. There's one really interesting thing about all this.
What's that?
Well, if that 10 grand was supposed to be tax-free, what's Logan doing telling the police about it?
He was going to doctor some paperwork, show it as cash sales or something, and claim it on insurance.
Well, that's beautiful. You left behind 3,000, right?
Yes.
Well, the police test the area for ash from the notes, assume the money was there, and then give Logan the go-ahead to claim from the insurance. And you don't have to repay him.
But there won't be enough.
Well, their tests won't prove that. Only that some money was met. Not how much.
I wish it was as simple as that.
Believe me, if George is doing a swifty with that stock, he won't be giving them any more details than he can help. You are off the hook.
Oh, hello, Mrs. M.
Hello, Lizzie. Just thought I'd call in and see how you are. Give you these.
Oh, they're really lovely. Thanks a lot.
Well, doctor says you won't be back with us for a couple of weeks.
Fat lot, she'd know. I've got a very strong constitution.
Yes, I know, Lizzie.
Well, you'd be sick too if you sat around on the dining room floor for half the night. Freezes your bum.
Yeah, and the rest of you too.
Tell me, I've resigned from the Stirrers Committee, will you?
I tried to tell her to resign this morning.
You did? Oh, I bet she didn't take that too well.
Oh, come on, you mustn't laugh, Lizzie.
Oh, what's life without a laugh? Even if it does make you cough. I expect the demo's over.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I remember much about it, except that Fergo left me for dead. You got some really rotten workmates, Mrs. M.
So have you, Lizzie.
Yeah, I suppose I have. But you and me, we're all right. So we should make up for the others. Thank you for coming to see me.
That's all right. You have a good rest. I'll call in and see you again, okay?
Thanks, Mrs. M.
Here are the lists that you wanted, Mr. Bradley. They're a bit rough, I'm afraid. That one's staff members who didn't turn up for work today, and the other one is people who've left recently.
We have a motive for you, Mr. Logan. Our preliminary tests indicate there was no currency in the ashes from your safe.
Oh, but that means the money was all taken before the fire.
Yes. Well, what we've got to find out now is whether you've got an enemy who wanted you out of business, set the fire, and then stole the money to make it look like a burglary, and whether it was an inside job. These people who've left recently, Mr. Logan, I'd like to know what terms you're on with them.